Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Manuel Godoy, and today is a beautiful day. Why? Because Black Sands Publishing is officially out. What? What? Yep, Black Sands Publishing is officially out. Not only is it officially out, but we got thousands of users on there. Thousands. I just looked at my phone just a second ago to check out what's been happening on the app. So far today, right? It's only been out for about maybe 2 hours, but today we got how many for? We got I'd say about 300,000 impressions so far today. Today in 2 hours, 300,000 impressions. We moving. And if you're going to be an investor in our company, right? Because our next round is coming up, right at the end of May. This is what you're investing in. This app is what you're investing in. And you're going to see the potential. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you're going to see the potential when you download it. You're going to be like, oh, crap. This is how it begins. This is how it begins. This isn't a final product. This is V1. This is the first type it ever has. We're going to have updates, big updates in the future, big upgrades, way more content in the future. But right now, it's incredible. Base. And I couldn't be more prouder. This was a long journey to get to this point. Yes, it's on the Apple Store. It's on the Apple Store right now. Just look up BSP Comics, just like how it's spelled right there. Right there. You see that? Right there. BSP Comics. You look that up, download it right now. It's not on Android yet. It will be out in about 1 week. We'll have the beta test. So all you patrons and investors, you'll get beta access to the Droid build. And then maybe a week later or maybe 2 weeks later, it'll be out. A lot less testing for the Droid build than the iPhone build, because the iPhone build dealt with a lot of the design issues we had. We don't have any design issues anymore. So we might have bugs, but we won't have design issues because we already have the design. So it's going to be a lot faster. It's going to be a lot faster for the Droid build. Yeah. So if you're an investor in our company already, you have to be happy as hell, because when you invest in a lot of black businesses or a lot of black productions and on, what really happens, right? Sometimes it never happens, right? Sometimes it never happens at all, and it's kind of sad, right? But this is not only did we do the app, we did it good. We didn't just do an app. Our app is literally better right now in its current status, than Webtoons. And Webtoons is a multi-million-dollar app. Probably cost about $20 million to develop that app. And right now, functionally, we are way cooler than Webtoons. We got way better features, and we even have lore cards. You got to be kidding me. Let me go and go to my series. Now, the thing about it is, right now, everybody's reading Black Sands, right? Because they're binging right now. So they're reading Black Sands. But eventually, they're going to hit a wall, right? They hit a wall at chapter 20. When they hit that wall, they're going to start rolling the gotcha system and start consuming the other comics on the app, right? They're going to start going to the other comics because they hit a wall, right? And that's where we're going to see a massive growth in users. That's where we're going to see a massive growth in interaction on other people's series, right? And they'll start getting massive fan bases. But mine right now, because they're binging mine, check this out. I'll give you the numbers. This is crazy. The app came out 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, okay? Let me tell you the current numbers for my series on the app. We're at 12,500 reads. So we're at 12,500 reads so far in 2 hours. We have 2,500 likes and 1,100 followers on our series alone. All right. And then we have other creators on there who are pushing 100 followers right now, right? 300 reads on their series. And you remember, everybody's binging on Black Sands right now. When they run out of Black Sands, they're going to start spreading right across the platform. You know what I mean? So this is a beautiful design. Yeah. Flame is dope. Flame is dope too. We got a lot of titles on here that are incredible. I don't know if you can see this or not, but we got a lot of dope titles on there. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this to focus. There we go. Maybe if I get out the way, it'll focus. But we got a lot of dope titles, right? First of all, this app is lit. I don't care what y'all say. This is a beautiful app. This is easily one of the most beautiful apps out there. Let me show you how we summon on this thing. Android will be in a week. Android will be in a week. We'll have beta access for investors and patrons. And then 2 weeks after that, most likely we'll be out. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you how you summon on this thing, right? So let's go and summon some stuff. So this is how you summon. Oh, well, that's one I already got. So let me see. Here we go. You see that right there? And that's for a regular summon. You also got like 5-star summons, 4-star summons. It just feels like a game. It feels like a game. When is the investment round for the app? The end of May. The end of May. And I'm going to start pulling up questions. This is a conversation between us, okay? This isn't a structured live stream. So ask questions, please. Ask as many questions as you can. I'm going to be answering questions for the next 30 minutes. All right, about everything. All right, so let's see. When's the next investment round for the app? That's going to be the end of May. The end of May. We're already approved. We're going to be raising again on WeFunder. Okay, so we're going to be raising again on WeFunder directly for the app. All right, so it's going to be 20% of the company of Black Sands Publishing. All right, Maury, go. If you're gonna act that way, go. Yeah. So it's 20% of the app. It's going to be a $3 million round for at a $15 million valuation. That's what we're looking at. The app currently has 45 different titles signed to it, 350 episodes currently, but it will have close to 600 by the time we upload them all, and 200 lore cards, and obviously a pretty big user base right now. So we're growing exponentially, and that's how that round is going to begin. Let's see what else. How do you download the app? If you have iOS, you can download it right now. It's called BSP Comics. All right, BSP Comics on the App Store. BSP Comics. If you so that's how you do it. That's how you download the app. If you're a Droid user, you gotta wait. You gotta wait until it's ready. When's the next episode for Black Sands? Probably about a month and a half to 2 months. A month and a half to 2 months from now. We got to do the voice acting, which we're about to do on Patreon. So we're about to do the voice acting round on Patreon, and then we're going to go from there. Okay? How many offers are on the app? It's hard to say, but there are definitely 40 different series on the app. So 40 different series. Some offers have multiple like series on the app. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say how many creators specifically are on the app, but it is easy to say how many series, and it's 40 series right now, 350 chapters. Well, Patreon is not investment. Patreon is early access to investment. All right. It also gives you a lot of other perks and everything else in the Patreon community, including publishing competitions, voice acting competitions, PDFs of new titles before they even come out. All that stuff. And now that the app exists, we're also giving codes, special codes to patrons every month that gives you bonus currency in the app. All right. So in the app, typically to unlock things, you got to do a whole bunch of missions. Like you do daily missions and weekly missions. But as a patron, you're just going to get a crap load of currency every month, right? Just because you already subscribed to us, right? Might as well give you a benefit for that, right? Yes, you can pre-register for the app at BSP Comics. Just look up BSP Comics. Hey, thank you. Yeah. So critiques, please. If you have critiques and you already download the app and you're using it, make sure to leave 5-star reviews on Apple. All right, leave 5-star reviews on the App Store. It's very important. It's super important that we have 5-star reviews on Apple Store and run up the numbers. We got to run up the clock. I want to have 1,000 reviews within 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I want 1,000 reviews on my app. All right. So if you used it, review it. Right? Review that bad boy, because this is the thing too. Remember, we're the unapologetic Black publishing house, right? There's going to be a lot of racist trolls who are eventually going to see our stuff and give us 1 stars and call us racist all day. That's what they're going to do. They're going to do that no matter what. I promise you they're going to do that. So we got to run up the score. We got to run up the score so much that their troll reviews don't matter. You know what I mean? So that's what we got to do. When can we invest more stock in the main company? That's gonna be like next year. Like I'm not raising any more capital for the main company. I don't want to dilute the company any more than I have already until next year. There's so many big things coming out, right? If I raise capital before I need it, right, then I'm basically giving up way too much equity, right? For no reason. I'm maxed out. I got plenty of money to do what we need to do. The animation is fully funded. This app is done. We still have plenty of money in the bank. So what we're trying to do now is accelerate our growth with the app. Now, the thing about it is, if the only thing that can be acquired in the future, you know how you have acquisitions? These are the ways investors get rich. Investors get rich through acquisitions. They do pretty good when you go to the stock market, but when they really get rich is when they have an acquisition, right? So the only product I have that can ever be acquired is the app. I would let the app be acquired. In about 3 to 5 years, if we have millions of users on there and Webtoons wants to buy us out, or Amazon wants to buy us out for a couple $100 million, I'll let it ride. I'll let it ride. I'll let it ride, because at the end of the day, it's a platform. It's a platform for Black comic books. But, you know, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. Once you set that in motion, that's not going to change. The platform's always going to be a platform for Black comic books because it's been that way for years, and they can't change it. The most they can do is put buy Amazon on there. You know what I mean? And more importantly, me and all my investors will walk away with a couple of $100 million. Right? So that's how it is. I'm never doing that with my main company. I'm never selling my main company because that actually owns the IPs. BSP is a platform, right, which has digital rights, but the owners of those rights, the actual owners that give the license, is Black Sands Entertainment, and we're never selling Black Sands Entertainment ever. So you got to understand that. Will all creators' books hit a wall like BS chapters? Yes. But they're easy to unlock. Once you keep using the app often, you'll realize you have a lot more currency than you need. You're going to be unlocking chapters left and right. The idea is diversify people's reading experience. Don't let them come in, read one title, and then leave the app, right? If they can read all of Black Sands on day one, they would leave the app. They wouldn't even read anybody else's stuff. They'd be like, I'm done. I'm done. And then creators who did the work, who went on our platform, they would get no reward because nobody's reading their books because everybody came from Black Sands and they're done. So hit the wall on Black Sands, spread out, read more, realize you like those titles. Like, oh, that title is dope. I'm about to read it every time I unlock a chapter. I'm reading the next one. And then all of a sudden they become super fans of other people's brands. That's the only way I thought of making it work for everyone. Because right now on Webtoons, go and put your comic on Webtoons and you'll realize that you have to bring all the traffic. They're not going to bring you traffic. They're not going to care about your series. You have to bring all the traffic. They're not going to push anything to you. They have no methods to get eyeballs to your comic unless they feature you, which is very rare, extremely rare that they'll actually feature you. That's the reality of webtoons. You can get in easily, but most people never get eyeballs on their product. Well, we don't have any ads. We don't have any ads on the app yet. So if there's game ads going on while you're reading a series on the app, there's another app somewhere on your phone that's basically ruining your experience. There's a very invasive app on your phone right now that's running ads when you're looking at other freaking programs, which is very malicious. Me personally, I would find that app and remove it because we don't have ads yet. We have no ads. So if you see game ads, that's damn sure somebody else's app being extremely invasive. Probably some video game that a child downloaded, right? And it's kind of like you know, one of those like virus wares or whatever. You know, it's malicious. Yeah, Seth is dope, right? Seth is dope. Seth is a dope character. How can I be a creator under your company? Apply. Just apply. You can either apply by emailing me, right, with your PDF of your series. You can also DM me on Instagram if you feel like it, or you can apply directly through the Black Sands Publishing app website, right? You can go to the website for Black Sands Publishing and apply. Are you looking for voice actors anytime soon? Our competition will begin in about a week for Patreon. So Patreon, we're doing competition for episodes 7, 8, and 9. It'll be a much smaller competition. There's not that many roles this time around. There really isn't. There's not that many roles. This is all war, so there's not much character development or story going on. This is the war part of the Black Sands series. So issue 7, 8, and 9 is significantly warlike. Thank you, thank you. So I got a beta tester here. He said this is a crazy good app, and the good part is it still has so much potential. That's the truth. The potential is crazy. Think about all the black creators. Think about all the big black creators who said, I'm not going to join your app, right? Because it might have been an idea to them, or they didn't want to be a first adopter or whatever, right? They were like, I don't trust Black Sands to pull this off. He says big things, right? He might not ever do it, and I don't want to sign a contract, right? I don't want to sign a contract with an idea. But now that the app's out, now that we got thousands upon thousands of users, now that we got all these reviews, you think they're going to reconsider? I think they're going to reconsider. When will the Android version come out? It will be in a couple of weeks. In a couple of weeks. All right. We're going to have beta access probably at the end of the week, right? So at the end of the week, we're going to have beta access. And then from there, we'll probably launch pretty soon because we don't have to redesign anything. All we have to do is make sure that it works because we already did all the designing part with the iOS build. Hey, and thank you everybody who's saying congratulations on the launch. Really appreciate it. It's a big thing for not just me, but all my investors, right? Investors want to see a return. They want to see that you did what you said you were going to do with the money. So this is huge because not only did we make an app, but we made a very expensive, high-end freaking Maserati version of a Black Sands comic app. You know what I mean? Like this is like the Maserati of Black comic book apps. Right? This thing is high end, super high end, and they know it. It feels that way. And it's a little slow right now. It's a little laggy right now because of how many users are on there. It has to grow. So the server is built to not fail, right? The server itself is built to expand but not fail. So when it's expanding, it slows down a bit, but eventually it catches back up and then it's fast again. It's a lot faster than than how it's doing it right now. And that'll happen. That'll happen in like a couple of days. It'll get back to really fast mode. But for now, it's just making sure that it doesn't crash. It don't want to be overloaded, right? But we could scale to 100,000 users if we felt like it, and it wouldn't crash. It might get a little slow, but it won't crash. Well, the most read comic on the app is Black Sands, of course. But they're gonna hit a wall eventually. See, that's the thing. In order for me to get people to download the app, right, I have to give them as much Black Sands as I can. It's the bait, right? It's a bait. Hey, 20 free chapters of Black Sands on day 1. Download now. They download. They read it, right? Wall. They hit a wall at chapter 20, right? Now they got to figure out what to do to get more chapters. Thus, they start going out, right? It's like the idea of a comic convention, right? You know how in a comic convention they have the big guest. Come see at New York Comic Con, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Like, they actually paid them to come, and they paid them a crap load of money to come, and they're selling tickets. They're selling the tickets. Captain America, the Winter Soldier are selling all the tickets, right? But all the people at the convention, they want to make money and they want to grow and get what's it called. Once they're done seeing Captain America and the Winter Soldier, then they go out into the convention hall and spend all their money, right? They're like, oh man, this is dope. I love this. This is amazing. I want to buy all your stuff, because they're already they're in the event now. They weren't going to show up if Captain America and the Winter Soldier didn't show up. But now that they've got the big show and they've seen it and they consumed it, now they're going to check out what else is available. And then hopefully big ass fan bases start coming from that experience. Hopefully we have huge fan bases on certain titles, and we have a forum too, so people can actually talk about their series, host entire chats. It's amazing. It's amazing. Wow, that's a lot of comments. Okay, let's see. How long before I can play on my Mac? I don't know what that means. Oh, one day we're gonna have ads on BSP, but they're gonna be 100% opt-in, right? So it's an opt-in stuff. You can get a bunch of currency from us. Like once a day, we'll give you like an unlock ticket for free. All you gotta do is watch a 30-second ad, right? And you get an unlock ticket. So let's say you wanted to read Black Sands all the way to the end. It might take you a month, but if you simply just watch an ad once a day, right, for 30 days, you'd unlock 30 chapters of Black Sands. You know what I'm saying? Without ever using the gotcha system. But at the same time, I just kept you on the app logging in every single day, at least once, right? Every single day for 30 days. So I won too, right? Right? So that's how we'll be doing ads. Ads in the future are going to be 100% opt-in. You have to opt in to watch the ad, or you never watch ads. It's your call. We're going to make it very lucrative for you to watch ads, right? We have an Android build. It's not out yet. You can pre-register right now. Yes. So if you're an investor, this is a good question right here. If I'm not on Patreon, but I invested in the previous rounds, will I still have early invite to invest in the app? Yep. You're gonna get invite directly through WeFunder. They're gonna let you know, and I'm gonna put updates on WeFunder to let you know, right? Old investors should always get the first chances to invest. Always. Congrats on the app. Any idea when the next series of books will be released? I don't really know, because I get new titles all the time. People come to me with their titles and they say, hey, we want to be on the app. Sometimes we'll get 3-4 different new titles on our app in 1 week. You never know. So I don't know exactly, but people, I haven't even uploaded all their stuff yet. They haven't even uploaded their entire series yet. For instance, Delta Dogs goes up to issue 2. Right now, Delta Dogs goes to issue 2 on the app. But we contracted them for 15 of their issues. They have 15 issues. So Delta Dogs is going way past the 2 issues that are currently on the app right now. Right? So they have like 7 episodes on there, 7 chapters, right? But they're most likely going to close out with 80 chapters all by themselves. All by themselves. And it's a really high quality series. When is the next issue of Black Sands coming out? We're actually almost done. We're almost done with the next issue of Black Sands. Yeah, we're almost done with the next issue of Black Sands. So issue 7 and 8 are already on Patreon. Issue 7 and 8 are already on Patreon. Issue 8, the physical version of issue 8, is coming out May 10th. May 10th or so is when the next issue of Black Sands drops. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Valencia. Yeah, this is it. Hey, did you share it with the referral code? Please make sure that they use your referral code, okay? So, because you can get all that currency. There's a lot of currency you get if they use your referral code in their account. So all they do is press the account button on their when they log into the phone to the app. They press the account button, and then they use the redemption code that you gave them, and they'll unlock your next tier of rewards. You know what I mean? We got to do it like that, man. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Black people blew up Clubhouse. We blew up Clubhouse. We were sharing Clubhouse to people and telling them how awesome it was and everything else. Nobody used Clubhouse anymore, but we were all sharing the hell out of it when it first came out. We were sharing the hell out of that platform. They didn't give us anything for that. They didn't give us any cool. They didn't give us no clout. They didn't give us no, you're a super sharer or something like that. You got nothing for the invites that you gave people on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? At least we're giving you something that you can actually use. You know what I mean? So let's keep that Clubhouse energy as a community. Is it listed as pre-order? Yes, it's listed as pre-order on Android right now. Well, that's a lot of comments. All right, I'm just trying to catch up on the comments. A lot of comments here. Hey, thank you so much for reviewing the app on the app market. That's huge. We have to leave reviews on the app market. That is the most important factor right now. We need to run up the score. There will be racist trolls that will give us 1-star reviews and lie. So we have to drown them in positive reviews. Thousands of them. So, you know what I mean? So we need to go ahead and run up the clock. We need to run that score up as much as possible. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, legendary rare. We might for crossovers. We'll see. We might do crossovers in the future with the most popular brands, and if we do that, those would be like the SR version of a comic, right? Like Chayoma X Black Sands or something like that. You know what I mean? that would be a SR version of like a series, right? Those crazy collaborations. Will I ever be able to play on my Mac? I mean, use the app on your Mac? Not right now. We're trying to force downloads. Maybe in about a year or so, we'll have a website version. You know what I mean? But right now, app. I have books 1 and 2. Are the app stories different? Well, it goes past 1 and 2. It goes way past 1 and 2. It goes so 1 and 2 is issue 1 through 6. We have issue 1 through 8. On top of having issue 1 through 8, we also have issue 9 that's going to be done very soon, and that's going up first before the physical books ever get here. So the digital always comes faster than the physical, always, right? So just let you know. They're gonna stay black and white unless they get super freaking popular. If they get super popular, I might color them. But at the same time, I like the way they look black and white. You know, so I'm not sure, man. I like the way they look black and white. Yeah, this is a good strategy. We thought about strategy more than anything. I thought, what makes free-to-play mobile RPGs so much money? What makes them so much money? What makes them so addictive? And it is a gacha system that's very fair, a fair gacha system that keeps people logging in, keeps people excited about new content, and keeps people trying new things. That's what gets it done. So we had to create something like that. Look at that. What I said, we're about to be rich. Hey, so Great Gale Code joined us recently. He joined us about 3 weeks ago. He put his series on the app. His series is on the app right now. It's a Christian series, Bold Saga. So if you are a Christian and you want to read some Christian comic books, that's the series for you right there. Bold Saga on BSP. And eventually I'm going to put a search function on the main page. That way you guys can just type in the name of a series and it'll come up. Because some of the independent titles that are not featured titles on Black Sands are a little bit hard to find. They're in the library. So you go to the library tab and you'll find all the non-exclusives, right? But I'm gonna add some features in there to make it easier, right, to find indie titles. Yeah, use referrals and make sure to give it to every teenager, college student, parent, and grandparent. You believe it or not, there's a lot of much older people that are reading our content like crazy. You know, so grandparents are reading it for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't intend it, but they love it, right? And then you also have like teenagers and stuff. The app is censored. There's no tits coming out anywhere on the app. No constant cursing or anything like that. Doesn't happen. No gore. We censored it on purpose. No title on the app has that. You know what I mean? And if you ever see it, you let me know so I can put the ban hammer on somebody. But it's very important that we don't have that because we are going to be licensing the schools next in the fall. In the fall, we're going to start licensing to all the schools in the United States. You know? So we got to make sure that our content can get into the school. How's the comic with Mike Strong? It's in development right now. It hasn't finished yet. He finished issue 1. So issue 1, he finished writing. Now we need an artist to go and knock that bad boy out. Yeah, I just haven't had time to start it up, but it's an easy competition. So I'm probably start it up midweek because it is an easy competition. It's easy to set up, right? So I'm gonna start it up. I'm gonna let it run for like a month, so you guys have plenty of time to write your stories, right? And then I'll have Demetrius help me curate it again. So he's gonna read all your titles and everything else, right? Give some critiques, right? And we'll be good to go. Does the app work on Android? Yes, but not yet. So it hasn't come out yet. It will be in about 2 to 3 weeks. Are there parental restrictions like in the Kindle app? No, there aren't. With that being said, it's teens and above should be using it under the without like parental guidance, right? So if you have like a middle schooler, you should definitely have parental guidance over them, right? But you know, the titles are censored on purpose. How do you overcome writer's block? A beat sheet. Make a beat sheet. Make a beat sheet, and you'll never have writer's block in your life. Yes, comics will always go up on the app before they are printed. Printing takes 2 months. Printing, the second that the story is done, from that point forward until we actually get the physical books, takes 2 months to 2.5 months. Therefore, digital is always going to be first. Always. Have you planned the whole Black Sand story? For the most part. For the most part. Did you write an ending? There is an ending. There is an ending. But it's way later on. It's like 9 seasons later. There is an ending, though. All right, guys. I'm going to be live on TikTok all day. All day, I'm going to be live on TikTok talking to a whole bunch of influencers who work with me. We're going to be doing live duets all day on TikTok. So if you're a TikTok follower, please make sure to check in. My TikTok is the same handle as this, Black Sands Entertainment. All right. I'm going to be on there all day talking about this app. It's going to be like a tour, like I'm doing a tour, right? I'm doing an online tour for the app. So it's going to be great. All right. So I'll holler at you guys later. And thank you so much for supporting us, for investing in us. And we're going to keep trying to make you proud. You know what I mean? We're going to keep making you proud. End of the month. End of the month of May. We'll have all the information for you. You might be able to start investing right away at the end of the month. All right. And we're going to give you early previews. So you'll be able to see things before it even happens. All right. You'll be able to see what we're doing with the campaign before it happens. See you later, guys.